Hello there, what's going on? It's JB here with another episode 20 in the FIFA Career Mode Mark II series of Burnley. And of course, the second video of the new season. And our third game of the season sees us up against Newcastle, our 13th, with one win and a defeat. Burnley, of course, a win and a draw from our first two games. So obviously, it's still very much wide open, but Newcastle obviously back in the league again, no slouches. Of course, that's the Villa leading the way up top. So it's Newcastle first up. It's a little bit smaller highlights, obviously, and then after that we've got extended highlights of other two games between away at Everton and then Zenit St Petersburg in the first game of our Champions League campaign. Zenit St Petersburg, a very good team, decent European pedigree, won the 2008 UEFA Cup. That's to come later, but it's off to Turf Moor for the first of three games, and it's the first of two Premier League games in this episode, and we're at home to Newcastle. The Toon Army are on their way to Turf Moor, so let's get to Turf Moor where we'll greet the Toon Army and Newcastle as we take them on here at Turf Moor in the third match of the league season. Welcome to Turf Moor for Burnley's second fixture, and the visitors are the Toon Army of Newcastle, who are back in the Premier League and have made a creditable start, one win and a defeat from their first two games. A point behind Burnley in terms of points, but Burnley lying in fourth place, Newcastle 13th, and they include the debutant Christian Fuchs. It's Rashford and Rodriguez up front. Andre Gray is out for injury, so it really does give striking department a bit of a limit, and Vardy and Defoe get the nod over Gerrard and Hughes in the central midfield. But it's the debut of Christian Fuchs for £5 million we'll touch on in a second. Let's have a look at Newcastle's team, and watch out for Mohamed Diarmi, number 15, Mitrovic alongside him. Matt Ritchie's a very good winger. Colback will hold the line. He's the captain who holds things together in the central midfield, and Adam Armstrong's a very exciting prospect. He is amongst the substitutes. Toon Army out in force, 2,800 of them, making an awful lot of noise in the David Fish weekend. And there is Christian Fuchs, 31 years old, Austrian international. £5 million he cost from Leicester, just bolsters that Burnley defence up that bit more as Burnley look to make So it's Newcastle in the black and white stripes, attacking the McAvoy end to our right, and of course to our left, and Burnley of course in claret and blue. They're going to the right as the Army goes straight forward early on and shoots just over the top. That was a really good chance for Mo Diarmi. Took on the Burnley defence, and they were totally split down the middle, and if the shot had been more accurate, I think Tom Heaton might have had a bit of a problem. What an opportunity. Heaton was absolutely furious with his defence there. Here's Adam now to Snodgrass. Good skills, and Adam gets it back. Good play this from Burnley, taking on the Newcastle defence. Adam doing well. Plays the ball back. Snodgrass with the shot, well held by Sells. Newcastle's goalkeeper at the start of the season. A long kick forward, Mee was there. A good ball, Defoe. Over the top. But a really good effort there from Stephen Defoe. Not afraid to shoot with his left foot, and not predominantly right-footed. Just couldn't keep the shot down in the end. 10 minutes gone, no goals, but the game's starting to settle down. Burnley certainly are now. Richard Slick is out for a throw. Robinson to take, and give it away to the Army. I think it was Gray who gave it away. Diarmi with a shot. Oh, it's in! Newcastle in the lead, and Diarmi, who struck a warning shot starting the start of this first half, almost 12 minutes ago, has struck another shot here, and it's gone right in, and Burnley have not heeded the warning. It was a mistake here by Damari Gray on the far side, deep inside his own half. This is it. Gray, a careless ball he played in there, and Mo Diarmi went past three Burnley defenders and whack into the net beyond Tom Heaton. Beautiful left-footed shot, and he sent the Toon Army into raptures. All 2,800 of them. John Stutzy can't believe it. And Rafa Benitez's Newcastle are on their way. It's the Army's second of the season. It's Burnley 0, Newcastle 1. Would you believe it? Well, Burnley have got it all to do now. They've got to come from behind if they're going to get anything out of this one. The Army 0 for Newcastle up towards Mitrovic, and Newcastle playing with some real confidence. And here's Matt Ritchie. Oh, he's beaten two of them. He's beaten the third. It's Ritchie for 2-0. Good save by Tom Heaton, but how easy was he there for Newcastle to go right through the Burnley defence, and still Newcastle aren't finished yet. And then Colback hits it over the top. Wow, what a good few minutes this has been for Newcastle. What an opportunity. Colback knows that was a chance. He just hit it high and wide. Here's Ben Mee. Keane. Adam. Snodgrass. Back to Adam once again. Just can't thread it through, and it's a frustration for Burnley. And here's Mo Diarmi. Newcastle playing with their tails voluntarily up, and what a ball that is to find Colback. Gouffran takes it up. Now back to Colback once again. They're certainly taking... Oh, Mitrovic is through! Mitrovic! Oh, and he got a deflection. Newcastle here creating the best chances here in this opening 25 minutes or so. And it was Mitrovic here getting the shot in, and I think it was Keane who got back and got the block in. Well, that could have been even more disastrous. So it's Ritchie to take the corner now for Newcastle. One goal ahead, deservedly so. Ritchie with the corner. Into the penalty box it is, and Rodriguez hooks it out. Here's Rashford now. He's through. It's Rashford now. He's 1-on-1 practically with Matt Sells. Can he keep his head? Yes, he can. 1-1. It's tough lines on Newcastle, who have been the better side, arguably. But Burnley are level, and Newcastle were guilty then of throwing possibly too many men forward. And Marcus Rashford, the pace he's got to burn. Got away from the defenders, he stayed onside, got 1-on-1 with Matt Sells, and that was a composed finish, and Burnley are back in the game. 1-1 at Turf Moor. What a game this is turning out to be, and Rashford has equalised after 28 minutes. Burnley 1, Newcastle United 1. And that incidentally was Rashford's first goal of the season, and that really gives... lift off for Burnley now, who have been second best up until then, but Rashford just turning and pirouetting away inside his own half, and Diarmi's got Tiote through. Tiote's shot deflected, and Tom Heaton holds on. Well, what a first 32 minutes this has been. Snodgrass for Burnley. Now Adam, Rashford, Snodgrass again. Good ball, onside is Adam. It's Charlie Adam for Burnley, and he hits it over the crossbar. Best chance from Burnley, but Adam hitting it over. Sells with the goal kick then. Gouffran taking it up, and that's a good ball. A chance here now for Gouffran. I thought the run was going to be made then. Nice little snaking run, but it could be a snaking run by Rodriguez. He's onto the loose ball. Only Rashford in the middle. He might go alone. He does, and it's a good save. And I think it was hooked away by a Newcastle defender. Rashford was lurking in the middle, and he couldn't get there. The Newcastle defender got there first. Burnley still have a throw, and they still started to keep the pressure up on Newcastle. That's a poor ball though, given away to Colback. Keane with a header back now. Defoe takes it up for Burnley. Now Rashford has it. Now Snodgrass. Good football this from Burnley. Starting to play like they can play. Rashford gets the cross in, gets the deflection. It will be a corner now to the Clarets. They're asking one or two questions. He's made two good saves as Matt Sells already in this first half. This was the latest one for Rodriguez. And I think it was Mbemba who got there first just before Rashford could get in. So it will be a corner kick then to the Clarets. As we come up towards the end of the first half. Oh, a little bit of almost a catastrophe there for Newcastle. 4 added minutes at the end of what's been a rip-roaring first half. Goal from Diarmi that gave Newcastle the lead, but Marcus Rashford's first of the season is given Burnley a little bit of fresh hope as Mitrovic is just offside, although that could be argued he's on. It looked level to me. Christian Fuchs, we've not been really seen too much of him really in the game so far. Rashford had given it away, and it's been a theme really for Burnley in the first half. They've given too many loose balls away, and they certainly gave Mo Diarmi that opportunity, which he took in the first 12 minutes, and then obviously the equaliser makes it 1-1. Rashford with the equaliser, 1-1 at half time. Here's Robertson coming up towards an hour gone in the second half. Nothing's really happened so far in the second half, and maybe James Rodriguez could make something happen. His shot deflected and it fell for Mbemba, who was well, he was tackled late, but the referee allowed it to go out. Tiote has lost it. Defoe brings it back, gets his shot in, takes a huge deflection which favours the goalkeeper Sells, who's able to pick that up under no great deal of pressure whatsoever. Now Mitrovic has it to Tiote, back to Diarmi. Newcastle now starting to play a little bit more like they did in the first opening 25 minutes of the first half, but Gray has picked it off and found Charlie Adam, and he's got Rodriguez to his left and Defoe to his right, and that's Defoe's ball in. Rodriguez was going in there, but the Newcastle defenders just did enough. Now Tiote has it for Newcastle. Now Mitrovic, good open field now to it. The last 5 minutes, the pace has just picked up a little bit. And a good ball over the top here, and he's found Matt Ritchie. He's got two in the middle if he can find him, and it's a corner. Newcastle now starting to crank up the pressure a little bit. Substitution, Mo Diarmi, the goal scorer, is going to come off, and Henry Savé will come on and replace him for the last 20 minutes or so of this football game. Diarmi's had a good match and he's done remarkably well. And here comes Savé now, first touch really to see what he can do. Oh, that's a good ball! Mitrovic is wildly behind the defence and he shoots wide. Well, that really should have been 2 on Newcastle. What a lovely ball from Savé. That's the virtually his first touch of the ball, and it almost creates a goal here for Mitrovic. And he needed just to be a bit more composed, and maybe the Serb would have put Newcastle in front. Meanwhile, Burnley making a double change. Off comes Rodriguez and Charlie Adam, and Patrick Bamford gets a goal, and Will Hughes comes in as well. Also, Newcastle replaces Jack Colback as well. So, 2 substitutions apiece. We'll confirm the Newcastle substitution as soon as we get it. Here's Grado. On towards Bamford, but Hanley's back there, former Blackburn player, of course. Past that will not be go down too well with the locals here. Just to confirm the Newcastle change, it's Shelvey that's come on, John Joe Shelvey, the former Liverpool and Swansea City man. Tiote now towards Savé. Here's Mitrovic who missed that goal. There's chance, he's got another chance here, and he's pulled back. It's Savé! Oh, he should have scored there. Well, it's the same 2 players, but this time in reverse. Mitrovic, who had the earlier chance, set up the opportunity for Savé, and he pulled the shot wide, and Adam Armstrong is now going to replace Alexander Mitrovic. Well, can the young man that's come through the academy at Newcastle come up and trumps in the last 6 minutes and produce something a bit special here? Well, it's going to be a rip-roaring finish now. Robertson intercepted though by Ritchie. Newcastle finishing all of a sudden the stronger. And here they come again. Ritchie away from me. Little chip cross. Heaton with half a fist on it, but not as far as, only as far as Shelby. Ritchie with a cross back in. And the header just wide. And again, I think it might have been Savé. In fact, it wasn't. It was a defender who got there. Gouffran to take the Newcastle corner. 2 minutes left and it's a D1. Heaton with a fist, it wasn't a convincing one. And another corner to Newcastle, who are asking all the questions. Here's Shelby! Another skill test chance right at the end. Newcastle really have been the better side today, there's no question about that. John Joe Shelby with the shot. I think Tom Heaton would have had it covered anyway. But what a performance Newcastle have put up. Maybe in theory, very, very unfortunate not to have won this game. Burnley maybe a tad fortunate here to escape here with a point. Tom Heaton taking a long time with this goal kick, which I suppose he's entitled to do, as the referee brings to an end what was a terrific game in the main. You couldn't have wished for anything really. Newcastle were the better team, took the lead through Diame, then obviously Rashford equalised. That was 1-1 at half time, but Mitrovic and Stavey were guilty of two of the best opportunities. Jonjo Shelby nearly got it near the end, but Burnley will feel very lucky to escape with a point. Final score then at Turf Moor in a rip-roaring game. Burnley won, Newcastle won. Well, disappointing draw there with Newcastle, who in fairness were the better side. And as you saw at the start of the clip there, that we were inundated with an offer from Chelsea, to leave Burnley and join Chelsea, but we've decided to stay at Burnley. Let's have a look at some of the business we made. Now, it's the end of the transfer window, of course, so we've started okay. We're in fifth. We'll show you what we've actually done over the business we've done selling and buying over the summer, but we're in fifth place. Swansea, Watford and Hull are the bottom three. Manchester United the lead away with 7 points, and then there's 3 clubs on 6, which are Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace and Chelsea. Then ourselves and Arsenal are 5th and 6th. So let's see what has been happening then in the transfer market for Burnley, because we've been doing a lot of stuff. We start with Tom Anderson. He's been sold to Millwall. Then you saw Christian Fuchs sign for us. Scott Arfield got sold to Hull. Karius, who is our substitute keeper, he comes from Inter Milan. Chris Young is gone. Ruben Hennis has gone to Leeds. We got Charlie Adam there for a few quid as well. Brendan Galloway as well for 5 million. Salah has been sold to Burton. Leach has been sold. Hinks is coming for a million and a bit. Ashley Barnes has been sold for 3.3, and a guy has gone away on loan. So quite a bit of activity. Certain players have gone, certain players have come in, which makes the squad that little bit more stronger than what it was last year, where we finished second to Chelsea. But we're now heading up now towards, and in fact we had, as I said, we had the opportunity to join Chelsea, but I declined the opportunity. We want to keep going with Burnley, and we faced Everton in the next game at Goodison Park. Everton starting the day with 3 draws from 3 games, so they're sort of the draw specialists, if you like, in this Premier League division. Andre Gray has also stated on the top corner of your screen that he's okay to play, so he feels that he could play in that game. We also reject another opportunity from South Africa. So let's get to Goodison Park for the second of 3 games, our final Premier League match of this edition. We take on Everton at Goodison Park. Everton, the draw specialist, only a couple points in it between us. We start the day in 5th, but Everton, can they get the better of us, or will Burnley hang on and get something from Goodison? Well, welcome to Goodison Park, as the draw specialist Everton, who have drawn their first 3 matches with the last 16th against Burnley, have drawn 2 of their games, but have crucially won 1. Still a bit tight and munched up in the table, as you would expect, but Everton looking to try and get their first win on the board and avoid a full successive draw. They come up against a Burnley team in good form, and there is one of their new strikers, Solomov from Russia. It costs £17.5 million, and he makes his debut up front, and he'll play, and he's standing alongside Ross Barkley, who'll play in behind him as we have a look at this Everton side then for this afternoon's game. In the sunshine at Goodison Park, Kyriak is the goalkeeper, of course. Jagielka skippers the side. Watch out for Morales and number 14 Balassi as well on the wings. And of course you've got Ghana Gay, Enna Valencia, Tom Clevery and Callum Wilson up front as well, and Ashley Williams as well, all on those benches, the names I've mentioned. Plenty of experience and quality in the Everton side. Let's look at Burnley. Of course, they did all their transfer business before the window. There's Ronald Koeman, the opposite manager, and here's a look at the Burnley team. As you can see, Everton making their way through, and it's as you would expect. Stephen Defoe and Charlie Adam get a nod in the centre of midfield. Jay Rodriguez, of course, and Robert Snodgrass, and it's Rashford and Gray up front. It's basically the Burnley team you'd expect these days, and 35 years young, I should say, is Phil Jagielka. Tremendous campaigner. It's been around a long time now at Everton after a longer spell, of course, with Sheffield United. There's the goalkeeper as well for Everton. Referee from Leicestershire today is Kevin Thrend. Let's see how good a game he really does have. And so Everton in the blue get us underway, attacking the Gladys Street end in the first half, which is normally where they'd usually attack in the second half. So it's a little bit of a Burnley must have won the coin toss as Sharoff is the first to show, and he's finds Barkley through, and he's in the post, and it's gone wide. And an early opportunity for Everton, have drawn their first 3 matches this season, to have taken an early lead here. Tom Eden is absolutely beaten by a long way there and off the bottom of the post. What a start that could have been for Ronald Koeman. But still 0-0. Here's Ben Mee to Stephen Defoe. Now Rodriguez back to Defoe, but Begic is in there to win it for Everton. Good ball in there towards Barkley, but Robertson holding off the challenge very well. Now Charlie Adam for Burnley. Snodgrass, good dummy, Gray, still Gray, good tackle, wonderful tackle there. Now Barkley has it for Everton. Good ball towards Smonioff. Smoloff is through now. Chance here for the Russian. A chance here for Barkley. Oh, he's had it. Oh, another chance gone begging there. He's hit the post in the first minute, and now in the 10th minute he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper, Tom Eaton. And now at the other end we've got Gray. What a start to this game. It's Andre Gray in the 12th minute. What a chance this is. Oh, good save. Kibiak with the save. Oh, both goalkeepers within what a couple of minutes of each other, making extraordinary contributions there with 2 good saves. What a piece. What a start to this game. Lowton prevents the corner at the other end meanwhile. What a game. What a start to this game. You couldn't have wrote a script for this start. Everton have had 2 outstanding chances, and Burnley have had a chance themselves, and they might bring another one here because Gray's onside, and Gray through, and he's hit it over. Well, they've had 2 chances apiece, both sides, in the opening, nearly 18 minutes in the first half. Andre Gray through this time, and he hit it off target, and a goal kick it is. Well, it gives us a chance really to catch our breath, this goal kick, because well, what a rip-roaring 18 minutes we've had here. Here's Smirnoff again, back to Morales. And Morales does well there, the Spaniard. Gets the cross in there towards Barkley once again, and then Begic with a shot that's gone, I think, in the top 2 of the Cardiff straight end. Well, it's all happening here in this opening 20 odd minutes or so here. There's the shot. Well, it's gone well into the top tier of the Cardiff straight end, if not out the ground. Well, that could have been some start. Well, it's been some start here at Goodison. That is for sure. We're halfway through, but still, amazingly, we're still goalless. Here's Ben Mee. A little dangerous there to play to Keane, but he found Keane in an instant. Here's Ben Mee once again. Well, it's good football being played here in the September sunshine at Goodison Park. Lowton almost doubling at him there. Here's Lowton again. Will he get it onto that left footy? Well, good save. Well, that was a really good save from the goalkeeper. Got it onto the left foot here, Lowton. Struck it well. A little bit of venom which made it difficult for the goalkeeper, but he made the save very, very comfortably in the end. Corner it is. Snodgrass to take it. 28 minutes gone, and that's the header. That's gone wide, and it will be a goal kick. And there's been some transfer activity on the last day for Real Madrid. Joan Boateng is signed for £63 million from Bayern Munich. That is some serious amount of money being spent on footballers these days. Doesn't seem nearly 40 years then since Trevor Francis became Britain's first £1 million footballer, but well, transfer fees have inflated somewhat in 40 years, haven't they? Here's Barkley to Balassi. 32 minutes of the game gone. Good tackle. Lowton doing well against Baines. Baines though takes the throw. Short to Barry. Now Barkley. Back to Begic. Good tackle there by Stephen Defoe. Did really well there, the Belgian international. Now Snodgrass, the Scot, on his way now for Burnley. Looking for options, looking for runners. He's got one here in Jay Rodriguez. And here's Rodriguez now for Burnley on the break. And he's ridden the challenge there of Browning. And that's a good ball in there. Great goal! Brilliant goal for Burnley. Andre Gray strikes again. But lovely wing play down the left from Jay Rodriguez. And Gray at the back post, jumping above the defence. And almost practically unmarked to head past the goalkeeper, who didn't have a chance. And it's Burnley who take the lead. And it's Gray's second goal of the season, and he puts Burnley in front 1-0. Well, Gray scoring after 37 minutes there, putting Burnley 1 up. Here's Morales. Betic to Smoloff. Now Balassi again. Good ring play again. Can Everton get level? Barker was there too, but Snodgrass was there also. But it might fall for Barker here. Another chance for him. Comes off me, who prevents the corner. Knocks it out for a throw, which will frustrate Ronald Koeman's boys. Balassi now with the cross. Genki winning the header this time. Snodgrass, last couple of minutes before the break. Burnley 1 up here at Everton. Here's Jagielka. But in comes Adam. Good ball. Snodgrass. Graham made a run, but Snodgrass delayed the ball. It's allowed Everton to get numbers back, but they haven't picked Rodriguez on that near side, but then young Browning did. Now here's Barry. On towards Smoloff. Can he make it 1-1, the Russian? Smoloff now. Oh, he's hit it straight in. Smoloff again. Back into the arms of Eaton. Good double save from the Burnley keeper, and that was the last act, virtually the first half, as the referee Kevin Friend brings it to a close. Both teams having significant chances, but it's Burnley who have the lead for Andre Gray's second of the season. Came after 37 minutes. Half-time at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Burnley 1. Welcome back to Goodison Park, where Burnley lead by a goal to 0. Goal on the 37th minute from Andre Gray. Everton in blue have drawn the last 3, really need to get their A game out if they're going to prevent themselves dropping to their first defeat this season. Here's Andre Gray for Burnley, who have 1-2 and drawn 2, 1-1 and drawn 2 this season, I should say. Snodgrass though, Baines did really well, not just to tackle Snodgrass but to keep it in play. Here's Barry, came off Adam. And Barkley will settle for the throw here. Still bright sunshine here at Goodison Park, as Smoloff does really well there to get the ball forward for Everton. Here's Morales playing a long ball towards Baines, who played that in. Oh, a goal! 1-1. Gareth Barry. Well, Burnley will not be pleased about that defending, because Gareth Barry just got away from his man. A lovely first time cross on the volley, in fact, from Baines, and in came Barry ahead of Ben Mee to nod it past Tom Heaton, who had absolutely no chance of saving that one. And Gareth Barry absolutely delighted about that one. And Everton, who have drawn their last 3, are now level. It's 1-1 at Goodison. Well, it's a good comeback. 53 minutes on the clock. And Burnley have been pegged back. Here's Snodgrass for Burnley. And he's found Rodriguez. He's up against Browning. Decent looking cross. Gray couldn't grow enough. It needed to be a taller man really to get on the end of that ball. Here's Balassi to Morales. Everton now with their tails well and truly up. Here's Lowton. Just patient football now. Here's Gray. Oh, and Adam. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, would you believe it? Everton a coat of paint away from going 2 goals to 1 down. And Charlie Adam, the former Liverpool man, nearly scoring at Goodison Park. Here's Rodriguez. Well, he just pulls the shot wide, the Burnley board man. But a minute or two, this is the opportunity then for Rodriguez. But a moment before that, Charlie Adam got through, got the side footer in, and it hit the bottom of the post with the goalkeeper stranded. John Stutzy cannot believe it. Meanwhile, the goal scorer has been taken off, Gareth Barry, and has been replaced by former England international Tom Cleverley. Here's Barkley. 68 minutes gone. Here's Smoloff. Big chance for him. Oh, Tom Heaton did tremendously well. Narrowed the angle and gave Smoloff no room to shoot. Here's Barkley again. Everton not finished yet. Here comes the Russian again. Smoloff can't dig it out of his feet. Here's Rashford to Gray. Needs Rashford to go on the canter forward, and Gray almost lost it, but he's found Stephen Defoe somehow. Snodgrass cuts in from the right hand side. Here's Adam. Quarter of an hour left. It's Jay Rodriguez now. What a chance for Burnley, and he's had two of the chances in this second half. J-Rod Rodriguez gets through, shoots with his left foot and just clears the crossbar. Well, it looks as if Mohamed Betik's day is over, and Idrissa Gueye will come on as Kiviak takes the goal kick in towards Smoloff. Now Snodgrass for Burnley. 1-1 the score here at Goodison Park as we go into the closing stages of the match. 12 minutes still to play, anyone's match. Here's Gray. Oh, Laporte did really well, got the ball cleanly. Smoloff, Defoe winning it. Rashford, Gray's got pace to burn still, even at 81 minutes gone. Two in the middle, Defoe is one, Rashford the other, and he couldn't pick either out. That was a poor ball really from Andre Gray. Here's Ben Mee. Still might come for Rodriguez. Oh, another good try. Good save. Well, Rodriguez has had a hat-trick of chances in the second half and has come close on each occasion. One went wide, one went over, and the goalkeeper saved that time. As Ross Barkley comes off to be replaced by Enner Valencia. It's a decent ball in. Jagielka away. 2 minutes to go. Carnegie. Valencia. Rodriguez in very hard, but won it fairly, said the referee, friend. Here's Adam to Defoe. We're into stoppage time, 300 minutes. Snodgrass, he can hit them. He hit it, but not well enough. Straight down the arms of Kivrak, who's able to cover and preserve a point for Everton, who have drawn all four in their matches so far, so keep up their record as Premier League draw specialists. Burnley, that's their third draw out of four themselves, but they're still unbeaten both sides. Andre Gray gave Burnley the lead just before half-time, and then 10 minutes practically after the break, Gareth Barry, unchallenged, knocking in a first-time volleyed cross from Leighton Baines. And we have a final score at Goodison Park of Everton 1, Burnley 1 in the sunshine at Goodison Park. So another draw for Burnley at Goodison Park, this time having taken the lead again. This time they got paid back by a beautiful equaliser from Everton. So 1-1 it's finished, and we dropped as low as 8th now, but still 3 points off the top, which is now led by Palace from Middlesbrough, Norwich and Manchester City in the top 4. Villa doing well in 5th. Swansea, Watford and Hull in the bottom 3. Everton without draw staying 15th. But as I said, there's a long way to go in the season, and there's still plenty of points. With only 4 games gone, it's hard to tell who's going to win the league. But now it's to the Champions League for the first game of this European Cup this year, and our run begins with a home match against Zenit St. Petersburg. So let's get to Turf Moor for the third and final game as we take on the Russian champions Zenit St. Petersburg at Turf Moor. Can we win the European Cup this season? Well, let's see in our first game. On to Turf Moor, where Burnley make their Champions League reappearance for a second year running, their third ever campaign in that, and its previous incarnation of the European Cup. They're up against Zenit St. Petersburg tonight, and then they've got future games against Juventus and Sporting Club Portugal to come in their group. And they'll be looking to go further than they did last year when they were humbled 6-0 on aggregate by a rampant Barcelona. And Burnley make one change, and that's a surprise. Patrick Bamford, naturally a striker, plays at right back tonight. I don't know whether Matt Lawton is fit enough to start. Well, that's the news anyway from Burnley camp anyway. Apart from that, it's the same team that drew 1-1 with Everton on Saturday. And what about the Russians, who have brought at least a couple of thousand supporters over from Eastern Europe tonight? A lot warmer here than it will be where they are in Petersburg. That is for sure. The 2008 UEFA Cup winners. Logic is the goalkeeper. Mambratz is the captain. Neto as well. His fellow centre-back. Dzuba is the man up front. Shatov and Garian are the men to watch out for as well. Mauricio as well. And also a former Chelsea player in the side as well. Yuri Zirkov, who won the double with Chelsea in 2009-10, is part of the back four tonight. What an occasion this is. The referee comes from Spain, Pedro Ortega, I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's Zenit St. Petersburg with Dzuba to get us underway. Going to attack the goal to our left, the Jimmy McIlroy stand. Jimmy McIlroy played one European campaign in the early 60s. That was the run to the 1961 European Cup quarter-finals, and they were beaten 5-3 on aggregate by Hamburg. Here's Rashford, hit Lombard, here's Gray! Oh, just cleared the roof of the net. Cleared the crossbar, may have brushed the roof of the net. First shot was charged down, and then Gray had the second shot and just brushes the crossbar, and Burnley nearly got the campaign off to a perfect start. Here comes De Zuba, but keen across. Bamford putting in an unfamiliar right back role. First two chances of the clearance was charged down, but he got it through the third time. Here's Snodgrass again. Javi Garcia, but it comes to Adam. Now Gray. Two pacey strikers, but Burnley have got, and really causing the Zenit St Petersburg team pros problems. On old Gray played a bad ball, and Shatov is on the end of it. De Zuba is forward and keeps his balance, and Keane has been adjudged to have brought or pulled back De Zuba's shirt. It's a tad harsh, and Will was sitting up high up in the commentary box in the James Hargreaves stand. Here's Rashford. Baratz is there. So too is Keane. Getting Zirkov, former Chelsea man, in there to win the next ball. Here's Garcia. To Zirkov. Shatov in behind. This could be problem. Bamford coming across. Shatov's ball in, and Bamford with a superb piece of anticipation. Not bad for a striker who's playing right back. I don't think Burnley have another recognised right back. I'm not sure if Wharton has picked up an injury of some kind, and that's why he's not being rested. Snodgrass now through for Burnley. Goes down, penalty. It just had to be. And Yuri Zhukov, the former Chelsea man, is brought him down. Yellow card as well, because they were covering defenders. But as we see it again, it was really clumsy from the former Chelsea player. Snodgrass had his left back opponent in a right tangle there, and Zhukov brought him down. Marcus Rashford to give Burnley a sensational start to their European campaign. And it has done, 1-0. That was a perfect penalty from the unknown Manchester United man. And Burnley have left off in this season's Champions League. Sensational start for them. Cool penalty with the right foot, the side foot. Goalkeeper didn't move. And Burnley makes Zenit St Petersburg pay the ultimate penalty for a piece of clumsiness from Yuri Zhukov. Rashford gets Burnley's campaign up and running in Europe. Gray to Rashford, 27 minutes gone. Here's Rashford again. Gray and Rashford causing all sorts of problems for the Russian side. Here's Rodriguez. Did well, got it in towards Robertson, kept his feet well. It's Andrew Robertson, and it might have hit Gray, it might have come off a defender. I think it's a goal kick. Well, let's have a look at that penalty again from Marcus Rashford. Cool as you like, stepped up, gave the keeper the eyes. You don't save those. So Lograve beaten. And really, Burnley deserve that on balance of play. Here's Shatov to Javi Garcia. Oh, just got away from the defender there. Here's De Zuba. Mauricio. Garcia trying to play it back to Mauricio, but Snodgrass was there. But then De Zuba was won it back. And Uspanov. De Zuba. Still De Zuba. Godiano is in. It's Goriano for Zenit. And he's hit the side netting. A little warning sign there for the Clarets that Zenit St Petersburg aren't here to make up any numbers in this group they're in. Although Tom Heaton will have you believe that the post was covered, and I think he's probably got every right to think that. But a little warning shot there for Tom Heaton and Burnley. Goal kick taken short this time. Uncle Keane. Now Robert Snodgrass. And Snodgrass doing well, good play. Oh, he just took too long. He had Gray up alongside him and should have released the ball sooner than he did. And now Mauricio on the break for Zenit St Petersburg. To Shatov, who's made one or two good runs. And he's away from Bamford here, he's left him for dead. There's the ball in, and Yaspinov was there, and Tom Heaton having to come off lightning quick off his line. And just about rescued it for Burnley, who were having a dodgy period towards the end of the first half here, but still aiming for that penalty after 22 minutes. from Rashford, and here's Rodriguez at the upper end. Rodriguez to the byline, pulls the ball back. Snodgrass, good save. Snodgrass again, and Lovskin got there just before the ball may across the line. But what a great end to the first half. The side separated by a 22nd minute penalty from Marcus Rashford, and that's the way the game stands here at Turf Moor in the first game of the European Cup this season. Burnley lead at half-time by a goal to nil over Zenit at Turf Moor, where that change has been expected. Matt Lawton is on now for Patrick Bamford, and he's fit enough to start the second half as Andre Grace tries the early shot straight down Rodgin's throat, as he throws it straight out to Zirkov, the man who gave away the penalty in the out card, which led to the 22nd minute penalty from Marcus Rashford here. 1-0 Burnley lead. Mauricio, good ball in there. Yopov, Yuzmanov has tried to play that through. Here's Stephen Defoe for the Clarets. 1 goal ahead, and here's a chance. Gray, he's onside. Oh, the goalkeeper just about saves it. It just creeps onto the roof of the net. Rodgin with the save. Gray looked poised to make it 2. Came off his hand, and then hit him full in the face. That was a brave piece of goalkeeping, really, by the Zenit keeper. What it does do, it gives Stephen Defoe a chance to send that into the danger zone. And Rodriguez is in there. Adam, again the goalkeeper with a save. Rodgin with the save again. Point blank range to deny Charlie Adam, and had to get down rather low, so he had to react rather quickly. And instead of a second Burnley goal, it's a second consecutive corner for the Clarets. Snodgrass again to take it. Plenty of bodies in there. Key with a header. Hit Neto, and it's come away. And here's Mauricio for Zenit. To Yospanov. Dumbella is forward, but Mia's lost it again. Mauricio, but in comes Lawton. Good run. Now Rodriguez. Defoe. Waited and waited, and he's almost played Snodgrass in. Lobarax is forward now for sending St. Petersburg, but Rodriguez has won it. Here's Gray, hit Neto. That was an important piece of interception there by the St. Petersburg defender. Here's Yabi Garcia. It's all action here, and we've had an hour. And what a good tackle that was from Matt Lawton. Adam Keating in play. The dummy doesn't pull Neto though. What a good second half this has been. We've not had a goal yet in the second half, but we've seen plenty of good action. Here's Gray, Rashford up ahead, he's found him. Oh, Rashford just couldn't play through, otherwise Rodriguez was in surely for the goal number 2. As it is, it's still 1-0, and it's Zenit St. Petersburg on the break, and out lightning fast comes Tom Heaton, who doesn't let the Burnley side down. Giuliano. Mauricio. Chip forward, Snodgrass with a header. Lawton away now for Burnley. And here's Rashford and Gray. Well, having all to do himself, mind you. Has to pull it out. Gets the deflection off Lombards, and it will be a corner. Gives Zenit a chance to make a change. Javi Garcia comes off, and the ever lively Axel Wiesel comes on. There he is, Belgian international. Got 18 minutes plus stoppage time to make the desired impact, as we now go in to the latter stages, the business end of the game. A second Burnley goal would surely sink Zenit St. Petersburg. Snodgrass with the corner. Ball in there. Oh, and again, the Zuma got it away. Good defending now. Shatov away. Giuliano is through. It's 1 against 1 here. If Giuliano can get the better of Lawton here, Burnley could be in trouble. In fact, they might still be in trouble. Mauricio closes in. And unfortunately for him, the header back fell for Tom Heaton. Burnley did some good defensive work. The VAR finds Keane. And then gives it away to Neto. Zenit asking a few questions as we come towards the business end of the game. Burnley, of course, in action next. And the next episode against Crystal Palace. And oh, what a save! That is a remarkable save to deny the Zuma by Tom Heaton. That was a save of international quality. And the Zuma again pulls it wide. And Zenit St. Petersburg within half an inch of making it 1-1. 2 chances for the big striker. One with a header that was well repelled by the goalkeeper Heaton, and then that's the latest one, shooting just wide off the post, and there wasn't enough to spare. Oh, Burnley finding themselves off the hook a bit there. 7 minutes to go, plus time added on. Here's Neto. Zenit now looking to try and grab a point. Shatov is a through. Shatov's cross towards Vito. Good save. Axel Vito nearly making the desired impact as substitute. Heading with a virtual mark, but straight to Tom Heaton. Now Rodriguez has it. Defoe has it. Rashford, onside is Gray. He's away from the defender. It's Andre Gray. Oh, he's got it all wrong. Oh, dear me. His left foot wasn't lethal enough. Got the pace on the defender. The goalkeeper to beat. Oh, and he hit it so precisely, so poorly with his left foot. Danny comes on to replace Mauricio as Zenit St. Petersburg go for broke here as they try and save a point from this game. And I have to say they've done enough maybe to have yielded a point from this match thus far. And a long ball forward by Vito. It's found Shatov and he's found it really well. In fact, Vito has made a good run in the middle towards Vito. Oh, he's pulled the header just wide. And that might be that for Zenit St. Petersburg tonight. Lovely ball in and the big Belgian just could not get the direction. He got the header in well, but the direction was lacking. Tom Heaton had it covered anyway. And that surely must be that, as far as the game is concerned. Burnley look as if they're going to hang on and get 3 crucial Champions League points to get their Champions League up and running. They had the perfect start. The 22nd minute penalty by Rashford put them on their way, but Zenit St. Petersburg missed a host of chances. Shatov, Dazuba and Vito, the substitute, all guilty of gilt-edge missed chances. And Burnley just about hung on in there thanks to their goalkeeper and Marcus Rashford for the penalty spot. Andre Gray missed another chance for Burnley near the end to make the scoreline safe. But Burnley have hung on and have just about beaten Zenit St. Petersburg in a tight game here at Turf Moor by a goal to nil and get their Champions League campaign up and running. So a 1-0 victory for us there over Zenit St. Petersburg. It was pretty nervy towards the end, but there you go. Juventus also won by a goal to nil against Sporting Club Portugal, so both teams have 3 points each. Juventus just shading it over Burnley, but for the top dog at the moment, but there's still another 5 more games to go. But Burnley off to the best possible start, even though there's a long way to go. But it wasn't a vintage car performance. Zenit could have easily equalised. Axel Visa had a couple of chances near the end, and the Buller had a chance as well. So we got away with it. Scott 3. So, but it was important now, and of course, to get 3 points is to start the Champions League campaign off is fantastic. Remember, we've got to try and improve on the quarter-final we got to last year when we lost out, of course, to Barcelona. Well, that just brings us to the end of this episode. I hope very much, of course, you've enjoyed it. Stephen Gerrard has been worrying about the future, or his future. But we have 3 more games for you next week. Crystal Palace, or 3 games for you next time. Crystal Palace in the Premier League, and then it's Manchester United away from home in the League Cup 3rd round. So Crystal Palace at Turf Moor, then away at Manchester United, and then away at West Brom. So 1 home game, 2 away, 2 different competitions. Hope you can join me then. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel and would like to, we've got all sorts of content on there. Please subscribe. If you've got to talk to me on Twitter, my Twitter address will appear on the screen at the end. But for me, JB, take care, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye bye now.